It's a Monday, and now there's fresh new data coming out this week. CPI, PPI, all coming next. Yes, that's up in the front. We're going to go over the Kobesi ladder. What is going on this week? We also know that there's a few different articles out there about what's happening with medium household income. We're going to go over that. And then the embarrassment called California and its chief leader, the Mr. Bozo D-bag. We're going to go over him as well and what he had to say about cleaning up a city that he can care less about. All next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that like button. Really helps out the YouTube algorithm. They already hate me. They already know that I come with truth bombs, and then all of a sudden, it's gonna go blank on him, or they're just going to go, we're not gonna optimize him. We're just going to let him linger and die. Well, let's jump right into it. We know the Kobesi ladder is always our first thing on Mondays. Yes, go on X and see what you can do about getting your information first on Sundays. They put this out. Here we go. Key events this week. We're talking about tomorrow, Tuesday, the CPI inflation data. We're talking the PPI on Wednesday, retail sales data, which I don't think is going to show very well. But then again, manipulated data can show as well as you want it to be. Philly Fed manufacturing. We know that the entire world is in a manufacturing recession, and especially here in the United States, we're not manufacturing hardly anything at this point. Building permit data for new builds. And then a total of 14 Fed speaker events. Hey, do me a favor. Shut the even door. Okay? That's what I heard last week. That's all I heard last week from the 14 other events they had. All right, guys. Let's jump into it. Before we jump into the very first article, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. We want to get this and build this particular channel as best we can, because we want to get out the word, what is actually happening, boots on the ground here in real estate. All right, DS News, medium home buyer household income jumps to 107,000. Wow, that's enormous. Last year was 88,000. This year it's 107,000. Now, I know all you namesayers out there going, oh my God, the home affordability is at 99% is that can't afford homes, blah, blah. Guys, those are individual numbers. Those are not household numbers. The majority of people out there buying homes are buying homes with their significant other, whether it be their wife, their husband, or their significant other. It doesn't matter. So they're getting two income households. And that's what we keep saying. Medium home buyer household income jumps. It was 88,000 a year ago. Now it's 107,000. Wow, that is a very large difference. And it says NAR's annual survey of recent home buyers and sellers. This is tracking transactions between July 2022 and June 2023. Provides industry professionals insights on detailed home buying and selling behavior. Are you going to hear this on CNBC? Absolutely not. They have nothing better to do. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that homes are not affordable. Now, not only do we see a jump in household incomes, hopefully most of them are all two income households, but we also see that when rates come down, affordability goes up. Please understand that. It's not like, well, the houses are too expensive. No, the rates are too expensive. If your rate comes down from 8 to 4, your affordability goes up by $100,000 plus. So you can afford a better home, a bigger home, a home that's worth more money. That's how you got to look at it. It's not like, well, the homes are worth, here in Orange County, $1.15 million. Well, that was the average last week. That's the median home price last week in Orange County. Well, what was it the week before, Troy? 1.1 million. Guys, it didn't change. It really has very little change in it. It's because of rates. And if rates go down, boom, we can see this housing market soar, which unfortunately can be a detriment to the middle class, because if we have a market crash reverse, meaning everything gets cheap real fast, everyone just jumps in, and then inflation just takes right off to the moon. Guys, we've seen it in Argentina. We've seen it in was it Tanzania? We've seen it in, I mean, way back in World War II in Germany, exactly what happened here. We went from, little inflation after World War I to absolute crazy inflation where no one can afford anything, and it really separated the people who had money who had tangible assets that went through the roof to people who were renters that just got crushed into poverty. All right. Now, we do have the next article is a joke of the week. It is here in California. Now, we know APEX, which is a conference that the Asian Pacific Exchange, we're having a lot of leaders come all over the United States into the great city or the trash bin known as San Francisco. And we know that our lovely governor who came from San Francisco, who absolutely told everybody in his campaign that he was here to clean up homelessness, and he's gone up 300% since then because he has no care about spending any money towards homeless. All he cares about is social agendas. And that is not part of a social agenda. Keep people poor, broke, and on the streets. That is his motto, not until his boss shows up. And who's his boss? Is it Joey B? Well, Joey B's coming down, but that ain't his boss. Who is his boss? Oh, it's Xi from China. The head prime minister, the head guy over in China's coming. Well, Jesus, if Joey B shows up, who gives a shit? He's on my agenda. Keep the homeless rising, keep the drugs coming in. But if Xi shows up, I got to have a good look because I need China money, right, Mr. Gavin Newsom? Let's roll it, baby. What an idiot. Months and months and months, we've had conversations about cleaning up San Francisco. Well, let's go over what it is. It's crime. It is rapid. Carjackings up 100%. You're having people crap all over the sidewalks. Who cares? They started putting up porta potties. They were being destroyed. People leaving trash everywhere. Nobody cared. There was no money for that. Anyone who committed a crime, who stays in jail these days, right? I can commit it. And as long as I can steal $999 worth of goods every time I go out, and I don't have to worry about even getting arrested. Yes, thank you, Gavin Newsom. It's awesome. So now you're gonna clean up a city for what? What you're gonna bring in the armed guard or what are you gonna bring in to stop the crime? You don't care about crime. You don't care about homeless. You only care about your boss from China showing up. Remember, guys, 2 weeks ago he went to China. Why? Why would a California governor go to China? Well, let's be very honest. Thank you, Vivek Ramaswamy. Why don't you just run for president? We know Joey B's recognitive issues are just rapid at this point. Your hair product is running rapid at this point, but you have no common sense. Both of you don't. And this is what we're at to deal with. Man, that's embarrassing. Fully embarrassing. Let's run this on every major, media outlet out there. I mean, I've seen it now on so much out there on X. It's ridiculous, and people are laughing their butts off. This is just it literally is embarrassing to say. You've been in talks for months. No, dude, you haven't been in talks for months. You've been sitting around smoking cigars, taking Aetna healthcare money, drinking at the bar, saying, hey, I got to clean that little dumpster fire over in San Francisco. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Oh, you know what? That's more money. I need some more campaign money here. Come on, guys. If I want to talk about this, I need more campaign money. Next. All right, let's go look at the market here. Well, it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a bounce up, unfortunately, in interest rates this Monday/Tuesday, but hopefully we'll see something good show up on the CPI on tomorrow, and that will get us a little bit rolling down. It's going to be very important what the 10-year bond does. Guys, especially after CPI numbers, if it's a bad print over 3, we are going up and back to 8. I think if it's a good print going down, we are heading towards 7 or less. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You know, unfortunately, I live in a state of delusionment out here, and that's why I think the hemorrhaging of California continues. You guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.